guys, this is Deannette with Perry Hill Farms. Welcome to the channel today. I am going to be doing a new recipe for you, and this particular recipe is going to take a couple days to get it done. I have done this recipe before years ago. When me and Eric first got married, I tried these. Let me just go ahead and tell you what I'm doing. I've got an abundance of cucumbers, and today I'm going to be trying some Red Hot, or some people call them Cinnamon Red Hot Cucumber Pickles. I liked them when I made them before. They were good, but I'd lost that recipe, and so my mother's dear friend that goes to church with me, Miss Betty, gave me her recipe, and so I was going to share it and with you today. I'm going to start it because it's going to take, and I'll read the recipe to you so you'll know. But it's 7 pounds of cucumbers, 1 tablespoon of alum. You get it's 1 package of Red Hot candies, cinnamon Red Hot candies, a cup of lime, 2 cups of vinegar, and then another cup of vinegar, 10 cups of sugar, 1 bottle of red food coloring, and 8 cinnamon sticks. And what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to peel and seed these cucumbers. Now, she says she prefers the larger, older cucumbers. You can cut them in rings and cut the center out, the seeds out. And they suggest 1/4 inch if you're going to slice them in thickness. And then, of course, make sure the center of the seeds are out. And then, or you can cut them into strips. I think I'm just going to cut them into strips. I think that would be easier to do than trying to cut a hole out of the center. So I've got my 7 pounds of cucumbers washed and cleaned. I'm going to cut these in strips real quick, and then once we get them cut in strips, we're going to soak them in lime to 1 gallon of water for 24 hours. So I was trying to plan starting these to where I could have time to work on the rest of the at the later time when the 24 hours is over. So tomorrow will be Saturday, and so I'll be able to work on finishing these tomorrow. And of course, you'll be joining me again tomorrow. Once we've washed and let them soak for 24 hours in the lime, we're going to wash and soak them again in just water for 3 hours. Then we're going to drain it. Then we're going to mix a cup of vinegar, the food color, and the alum together, and we're going to pour it over the cucumbers, and you're going to add just enough water to cover the cucumbers, and then you're going to let them simmer for 2 hours on the stove. That's when you drain them again. It's a kind of a tedious process. That's probably why a lot of people don't make them, because it takes so long. But once you've let them cook for 2 hours simmered, you're going to drain them, and then you're going to bring the water to a boil. Or 2 cups vinegar, 2 cups water, 10 cups sugar, cinnamon sticks, and then the Red Hots. And then you're going to pour that over the cucumbers, and they've got to sit another 24 hours. So this is going to take me on into Sunday to get them done. Then you're going to pour off that liquid, and you're going to bring it to a boil, and then you're going to pack these cucumbers into your hot jars and your hot lids, and let them turn upside down, let them seal. So 3-day process for these, and that's probably why people do not do these, because they're long and hard. But I'm going to do this one recipe and see how it goes. And if we like it, I mean, if we have an abundance of cucumbers, we can continue doing it. So, but let's get these cut and soaking. That'll get the process going. Okay, I think I've gotten 3 or 4 of these cut up. I started off doing strips. I'm not sure there's an easier way to do it. This is going to take me a little bit to get them done because you want to get all of those seeds out. If you have an idea of how, if you've done these before and there's an easier way to de-seed it. I know that Miss Betty told me she likes using older cucumbers. And maybe because that's more, it has more meat down the center. I mean, on the outside, it makes it a little bit easier to cut. But, oh my gosh. This is going to take me a little while. And this is probably the reason why a lot of people don't mess with these, is because they, or make these anymore. It's because it's just time consuming. When you de-seed it, it takes away a lot of the, it seems to, you know, a lot of the meat. And so, but that's probably how it's going to stay crispy. So I'm just going to cut them in small little bite size. I did try to cut the rings. Oh no, the rings, no. No, it wouldn't do good. So I'm just going to keep cutting strips here and keep going. So I'll let you know when I'm done. Hey guys, I got about 2 more cucumbers to finish and I'll be done. I did find a little bit easier way to de-seed them. Levi's here with me. And I'll show you that on the next one. But I've probably been standing here about an hour. And I've gotten the 7 pounds chopped up, which is not a whole lot. I kind of wanted to make these and as a, you know, because they're such an antique vintage pickle, you know, that not many people make anymore. I was kind of hoping to maybe, you know, put it out there to sell, but I just don't know. It's kind of, it's a 3-day process to get it done. Of course, I'm sure if I had some help, this wouldn't be as bad. But in just a second, I'm gonna show you on the next. Hey, Levi.
I could help.
Well, you did help me get the sugar in the thing, so I appreciate that. But anyway, I found bigger ones do work best, the older ones, because you get more meat. Okay, I got that one chopped up. So let me peel this one. Now watch, now that I'm showing you how to do it, it's not going to work out. So I'm going to peel this one. This is probably one of the older ones because it's turned yellow, but that's okay. It's not pithy. It's still good. Okay. So I found if I go ahead and I cut it to the length that I want the pickle to be, right there, and then I half it. See how much meat you get on the bigger ones. Okay, so I half it, and then I'm gonna quarter it again. But then I'm gonna cut that piece, go down the middle, staying in the center as best I can, and then see, all I have to do is just trim. That has been the best way. And again, the older cucumbers, the bigger cucumbers, they work best. Cut them in little strips. That's a little wide. Let me cut that one. Cut them in little about 1/4-inch strips. But that has been really the quickest way to get all these seeds out, is to do it like that. So I guess that would be, it's quartered, and then it's, is it 1/8 next? Is that the right term? I was never a math person. So
When we were in math, we learned some of this, but we only learned gallons, pints, quarts.
yeah. Wait till next year. 4th grade, Levi. 4th grade. That's hard to believe that my baby is going to be in 4th grade. Yep. You're going to get up in age where you're not going to want anything to do with me.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. See how easy that was? And then look at how much meat is left on there. So, it sure is messy though. Ooh, I made a mess. That's all right. I'll clean it up. I got one more cucumber to do, and I'll show you how many slices I got out of 7 pounds of cucumbers.
Wait, after this you have one more?
One more, yeah. So cut it in half, quarter it, and then cut those pieces in half. So it would be 1/8 or 1/16 or something like that.
16th, I'm guessing.
Okay, so when you peel it though, Levi, don't peel too much of the meat away, because that's what I'm after, is the meat. Okay, so cut the ends off. There you go. Okay, now, do you know how to peel? Look, you don't want to go too deep into the meat. So it's very important that you just go, oh, don't go towards your hand. Look, don't go towards your hand. Look, do you know how to, you can stand it up like this if you want to do it, and you can saw this way, but stay right on the edge. See how much I'm not getting into the meat? And just go, ooh, keep your knife straight and go down the edge like that. Try that and see how you do with that. Is this one sharp, or try this one?
Probably, yes.
Yeah, let's try it. This is Nanny's knife. Oh, were you trying to cut with the wrong side?
No.
Let's see. Yeah, that knife's not very sharp, is it? Is that one better? Yeah, that one's better, isn't it? I had a potato peeler, but I don't know where it went. Okay. You cut toward your wrist. See, you don't ever want to cut towards your fingers. You always want to be aware where your fingers are at, because if you slip like that, you could cut your finger. And I don't want to go to the hospital today. I was there all day yesterday.
And I don't want to have another surgery. Having my tonsils removed was enough.
I know. And your adenoids, yep.
That hurt like crazy.
Yeah. I still have pictures of us at the... You're actually probably doing better than Nana did on the peeling that way.
You wish.
That's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Thankfully, this one's a big one.
My dad would probably fuss at us for not using a potato peeler, but I can't find my potato peeler. Okay, we'll get those in a minute.
Papi would fuss at you?
Well, he was a advocate for not wasting anything. So on potatoes, he'd use a peeler. On cucumbers, he'd use a peeler. That way, you didn't waste much meat.
Is that supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that's a good thing. Okay.
Right in my eye.
Right in your eye. Okay, I'm gonna clean this up, and you get the rest of the peel off of that. Okay. Okay, Levi. You ready? You gonna do it for me?
Try.
Okay, got all the peel off. You did. Okay. Hold it. Now you got to keep your knife straight. I'm gonna help you because I don't want to waste this one. Okay. Straight down. Straight down. Stay in the center. So that's a half. Okay, go right down the middle. That's a half. Okay, okay, see, it's rocky. Yeah, I'll hold it. There you go. Okay, so then we're going to do it in half and again. Straight down the middle.
No.
Yeah. A little to the, you're not in the middle, but that's okay. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. No big deal.
Trying to stay in the middle, but it's...
Yeah. Okay.
You'll have to hold it.
Okay, just cut it down just like that. There you go. See? Uh-oh.
No.
There you go.
That was on you.
That was on me.
Oh, wow, I'm shooting.
Seeds everywhere. That's all right. Okay. I'll tell you what we need to do. What we didn't do. We didn't cut it. We didn't cut them in half and make them small. So that makes it easier to just go whoop. Uh-oh. That one. See how that one rolled? There you go. Okay, so I have my gallon of water. I've got my pickling lime. And what pickling lime does is it helps make your pickles crispy. So when you're using pickling lime, you want to use non-reactive material. You don't want to use aluminum. You want your stuff to be stainless steel and stuff like that. I hear you, Oakley. We're going out in just a minute, okay? So I've got a plastic jug, plastic container I'm going to soak the pickles in, and a plastic measuring cup. A cup of lime per gallon of water. Okay. Whew. So I have that. It's going to dissolve into this gallon of water. Yeah. So there's the gallon of pickling lime. Okay, so now I've got my container. It's got a lid on it. I'm going to pour this over my pickles, and they're going to soak for 24 hours. Hey guys, it's Debbie and Deannette. It's the next day.
Hola!
And
Oh, I'm sorry.
Goodness gracious. After the it's the next morning. Cucumbers have been sitting 24 hours. Stubby and I have we went to our market this morning. Would you hand me that recipe right there? And so Mother this morning did for me, let me show you. She rinsed my cucumbers this morning, and she has them in water. Washed them, and we're going to soak them for 3 hours. So that was probably 9 o'clock. I'm going to say by 1, I'm going to get them, maybe, or 12. I'm going to get them and drain them out of this pack, out of this container. And then we'll mix up our 1 cup vinegar, our 1 bottle of food coloring, and our 1 tablespoon of alum, which I didn't get from Denise's house. I'll have to go get. But okay guys, we are back for part 3 of this recipe, and this is the part where I'm going to drain the water off of these cucumbers that have been sitting in just water for 3 hours. I'm going to mix a cup of vinegar, the food coloring, which was 1 container of food coloring, red food coloring, and 1 tablespoon of alum. I'm going to mix that together, and I'm going to pour it over the cucumbers and add enough water to make sure that those cucumbers are covered. And then I'm going to, it wants me to simmer them for 2 hours. So I'll finish them. Nope, there's the 24 hours. This is such a confusing recipe. Okay, so we soaked first in the lime for 24 hours. We washed and soaked in just water for 3 hours. Now we're going to put the vinegar, the food color, and the alum together, and we're going to pour it over the cucumbers, cover, and we're going to simmer them for 2 hours on the stove. Then I'm going to drain them, bring it to a boil. 2 cups of water, 2 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water. I was accurate. 10 cups of sugar, the cinnamon sticks, and the Red Hots. We're going to pour over the cucumbers, and we're going to let that stand for 24 hours. Then we're going to pour that off, bring that liquid back to a boil, pack the cucumbers in jars, and then pour that hot liquid that we brought to a boil over the cucumbers, and then we're going to put them in hot jars and we're going to seal that. And there's no canning process on this, so man, that's a lot of stuff. And I am sorry I keep getting confused, but man, that is just crazy. So this is what I want to do. I want to drain these now and get them in a pot. Those look very good. Look how pretty they look. Not going to get many jars. I think that's what I remember most is the time it took before. It didn't make that many jars. So we'll see. 1 cup vinegar. Okay. 1 cup vinegar. 1 thing of the food coloring. It's hard just to find just the red food coloring in the store, but I got it. So Okay, let me make sure I'm right. So I'm going to do one, okay, the red food coloring. So I'm going to add that. Ooh, look at there. Ooh, that looks kind of gross. That might be one of the things I don't like about having red dye 40 in it. And then we need our tablespoon of alum. And you want to be very careful with this, with alum, because prolonged contact to your skin or inhaling it can cause some minor irritation. So you want to wash your skin, if you get it on your skin or any residue, with plenty of soap and water. So I'm going to take a tablespoon of alum, add enough water to cover the cucumbers, and let them simmer for 2 hours. So let me get some water. So I have the red dye, the 1 cup of vinegar, enough water to cover, and the 1 tablespoon of alum. And I don't know what spoon I want to use because I don't want to stain. I can just try this plastic one. I'm going to stir this up. It's just enough water to cover it. And then I'm going to turn it on and let it simmer for 2 hours. And I'll get the lid on it and let it simmer. Okay, guys, it's been about 2 hours. I'm going to drain this alum and this juice off these pickles because they've been simmering about 2 hours. And then I'm going to bring to boil the 2 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water, 10 cups of sugar, the whole bottle, no, it's 8 cinnamon sticks, a whole box of the candies. I'm going to bring them to a boil. And once they come to a boil, I'm going to pour them over the pickles. And then I'm going to let those sit for 24 hours. So this time tomorrow, I'll be able to pack them in hot jars, hopefully. And we'll see how they turn out. So let's get this going, okay? So you can see the pickles. They turn a nice red color there. I'm going to pour them out and let them drain. So, 2 cups of water, and verifying again, 2 cups vinegar. So I'm going to go ahead and, like that. 2 cups. And then 2 cups. Okay. Pour that in here. 10 cups of sugar. Okay. 1, 2, 10. Oh, I just spilled sugar all over my stove. Oh, I can't stand it when I do stuff like that. 8 cinnamon sticks, and I just bought the generic kind. There's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay. And then the whole box. It has red dye 40 in it too. I used to eat these all the time. Okay, we'll bring that to a boil. Okay, so once that comes to a boil, we'll add our cucumbers to it, back to it, and then we'll just let it sit until tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'll jar them up in hot jars. Bring this brine back to a boil, and then we'll add all of this to over the jars. So we'll see. We'll see. The pickles look delicious. So, okay, so the brine has come back to boil. It's quite interesting. Eric said, "Oh my goodness." I guess the Red Hots will melt. But what it calls for you to do is to pour it over these again. And I'm just going to add them back into the brine here. They are crunchy. Be interesting to see. Okay. So I'm going to put them in there. You can see the cinnamon sticks. It smells good, but it's very strong. So we're going to cover them. We're going to cover these, and we're going to put let them sit there till tomorrow, and then tomorrow I'll jar them up. Hey guys, day 3, and it's the day that I get to put the pickles together, and I get to even try them. So on this day, I come in, and I've taken the pickles out of the brine. There's the pickles. And then I'm going to take this brine and I'm going to, but we'll bring this to a boil. And while it's coming to a boil, I'm going to jar up these pickles. And then we'll take this boiling brine, which is red, and we will put it over the jar of pickles. My jars are in the oven. Getting hot. My lids are here, getting hot. Once they get hot enough, I'll start jarring. Now, I think I'm gonna go ahead and try one and see what they taste like. They look very pretty. They turned out better than I thought. Let's see. Cinnamon, Red Hot, and they're crispy. Those are good. So let's get them jarred up real quick. Hey guys, we are done with the cinnamon pickles. Let me get a hot pad because the jars are still hot. Let me show you. How pretty is that? Look at that, the cinnamon stick in it, and the pickles. Isn't that beautiful? And they taste really good. You get a bite of the, what do you say? You taste the cinnamon and the Red Hot, correct? And then it's a sweet pickle, wouldn't you say, Stumpy?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sweet pickle with a little twist of cinnamon and then the Red Hot candy. So it's very good. If you like the cinnamon Red Hot or the Red Hot candies, then you'll like these. If you like cinnamon, you'll like these, but they're beautiful. They're crispy. They're not mushy at all. They're just the way that I remember them. Taste them. Man. They're good. I'm going to put this jar. So out of those 7 pounds of cucumbers, I got 5 pints of cinnamon Red Hot pickles, and then a piece of a pint, which I'm going to put in the refrigerator. A 3-day pickle. It's not hard to do. You just got to have 3 days to be able to take care of each step. If you love them, then you'll want to spend time in doing them. I can't wait for the rest of the family to try them. I'm gonna take some with me in here just a little bit and let the rest of the family try. But But first, I want to give a little plug in for my lids. Now, we are an affiliate with Forjars. I will tell you that we've not ever had any problems with any of our jars sealing with our Forjars lids. For those of you who do not know who Forjars is, they provide probably a lot of stuff for canning, but they're most notorious for their canning lids. And they are an American-made brand. So when you order these lids, you don't get the bands. You just get the lids. I think you can order some rings from them.
Jars and everything now.
Yeah, but they're BPA free, and they're rust proof. And Stumpy and I have fallen in love with them. So we try to keep some on hand to use. If you order from Forjars for some lids, you can save. If you use our discount code, I think it's PHF10. I'll put it in the link. PHF10, and you can get 10% off your order. And meanwhile, while you're ordering the jars, you're helping your friends out. We get a little small commission off of all sales by using that link to the store in the Forjars. So just a little plug for Forjars. We appreciate that, and whatever you can do to help. That does it for today on the video. Cinnamon Red Hot Pickles. I like them. Will I do them again? Probably so. Probably before the season's up, because I still have plenty of cinnamon sticks, plenty of candy, and I have 2 of everything, so I could do 2 more makings of this and get some more jars. So we will see. Will I make them to sell? I'm not sure if I could get, for my time that I have in it, enough off of a pint jar to compensate for the time put in it. But for my family, it's well worth it. So we appreciate y'all watching us today for the last 3 days. And let me know if you've ever had these before, or if you plan on making them. I will definitely put the recipe down in the description so that you can get it and have it for your own recipe book. Thank you so much for joining us. And as Stumpy always says, a simple life is a much more enjoyable life. We'll see you on the next video, guys. Take care.